Who should we get first, Gunmar or Sorine? I don't know. One's in a cave and one's in the middle of nowhere. So look on the old map. Mind you. So Gunmar's the closest. We can go find him, and then Sorine is right over here. And then we're going to get Gunmar first. He's going to be the easiest to find. And hopefully we can warm up a little bit as well when we get there. Because it's freezing cold here. Which is why the screen's a little bit blurry to represent how cold my character is. Hello, Gunmar. Ooh, Sky Shard. We're back in a sec. We're not getting stuck on the rocks. 15 out of 108. Wow, I am doing so well.
Judging from the tracks, some manner of beast lives here. Let's try not to disturb her.
So it's like a photo opportunity. We'll cut gore out of it. It's photobombing it. Right, okay. Go talk to Gunmar. Greetings, Gunmar.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
Isran needs your help.
Isran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
Vampires?
Vampires? That might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
Well, we're not entirely sure, but they've got an Elder Scroll.
By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me.
Okay, so where's this bear we've got to go and kill? Looks like he's taken out the mean ring-necked pheasant all by himself. He should be right with the bear. There's goldfish in there. This is one of the few places in Skyrim where there's actually goldfish. I remember that from doing the fishing storyline. Taking out a wild boar as well. Where's this cave? Alright, so once again I've come at it at a completely wrong angle.
The wisdom you've acquired is akin to the rarest of jewels, each facet reflecting a different...
Why do we have a flame atronach over there? Nelly. Whoa, Nelly the elephant. Back to trunk and say goodbye to the circus.
I'm burning! Someone get water and put it out!
You're a flame atronach. Isn't burning the point?
Oh man, you ruined a perfectly good jest. Something that intelligence does all the time, unfortunately. I was hoping that merchant was still walking around nearby and might have rushed to help me. The look on their faces. But you're no fun, are you?
You're certainly not like other atronachs I've met.
Are you kidding? Most of us are sorry sack that old conjurers and thieves summon to help in a fight. But I don't need any of that. I'm just here to have fun.
Why here? Did someone summon you?
What, like a mage? I don't think so. Last thing I remember was taking a right turn at Aetherius before it got very dark. Next thing I knew, I was falling head over burning heels and landed right in the water over there. Some of the locals, they thought I'd fallen out of an oblivion gate. Anyway, there was no sign of a mage. Unless one of the princes was having a laugh again, I must have ended up here by accident.
Don't you want to get back or something?
Back where? You mean to oblivion? That was a good one. Wait, you were being serious? The plains are so boring. I'll sacrifice this and unending torment that. It's a wonder anyone can stand it. No, I much prefer the world of the living. All those spirits and whatnot will just have to do without my rather excellent humor.
You don't like being with others of your kind?
They're okay, I guess. Flame and ice tend to stay apart for obvious reasons, but the flesh atronachs are pretty relaxed. I used to visit a friend in the Soul Cairn from time to time. Mary, one of the Mistmen. There was also an air atronach I used to play cards with a lot. Never liked losing, though. Always went off in a huff. But the life of an atronach is pretty lonely, to be honest. That's why mortals like you are better company.
Thanks. I'll try not to kill one of you next time. You're not too bad yourself, I'm Ash, by the way. We'll go with option 2.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nelly. Or a source of pain, depending on who you ask and whether they like my jests. Or skills with fire, for that matter.
I should be going.
Of course. Make sure to visit me again. I promise there won't be any fires this time. Your eyebrows are definitely still attached and normal, yes? Nothing to see here.
Well, that was rather interesting and unexpected. Nelly the Flame Atronach. At least you didn't want to become a follower or a companion. But enough of those. Right, let's go and help Gunmar with his bear.
I could really use a snack. Maybe some boiled fish?
Sounds like it's coming out of the cave. Oh, there's a lot more than just a bear here.
I have faced greater foes than you and emerged victorious.
Oh man, we're going to have to get that mage over there. I think I missed. Out of the way, Alicia. Alicia! Bit crowded in here. I sort of run into fire a little bit. God almighty, there was enough in here, wasn't there?
You want to do this the hard way?
Or he's in trouble.
That could have gone worse, I suppose.
I suppose I can get some gold from that while I'm here. The bee. Well, we've done the bear. Is there a chest or anything in here? Let Gunmar sort himself out for a minute, put himself together. Oh, of the hunt. Nice. Could have done with that before we come in here. Right. Just finished looting these. It's a shame Ori doesn't pick up her own arrows. Oh, where's Gunmar?
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yeah, he said to me at Fort Dawnguard.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Nice. Right, let's get out of this cave. Oh, I wanted the poison arrows. Gotta go and get Sorine Jurard now.
Oh,
Well, it looks like Nelly's gone. What's he gone to
Be on guard.
post more mortals somewhere? Right, we've got to go all the way over to the west side of Skyrim now to get Sorine Jurard. Great. What is going on here? Didn't even know this place existed. What is this place?
I don't have time for this.
As easy as that.
Nice. Who's this? Serpent. He's not going to want to talk to me like that, is he?
Need something?
What is this place? Northern Henge. Okay.
Yes, sirrah.
People whisper you've killed the dragon. If that's true, you have earned my greatest respect.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll maybe have another look at that another time.
You'll die this dear. Yes! Shit
Solves everything.
Violence solves everything, does it? Alright. Good to know.
Here, the
Oh
almighty
god, I did not see that.
the dragon of the north.
We've
I
done
did
well.
not see that sleeping there. Okay, so there's saber cats and wolves and bears and everything all in the same den. Methinks not. Alright, where's Sorine? Let's go get her. An elder dragon. Oh, jeez, this is not good. Run! Do I really want to be fighting an elder dragon?
Hiding will not save you.
We need to bring this son of a gun down. No! Can I hit him? Just pepper him with a few arrows, see if we can bring his health down a little bit. What arrows am I using? Lightning arrows. Oh, okay. Did wonder why I was getting multiple shot difficulties on those. Now we're on ice arrows. Oh, I've shed tons of fire arrows. Maybe we can burn the dragon a little bit. What do you reckon? Nearly got away from us. Can't be having that. I might have to go and start swinging my sword in there in a minute. Try and keep my health up as much as I can. Oh, here we go, getting knocked all over the place now.
Die already! You will win this!
Come on, it's only an elder dragon.
You will feel the
Full Elduin.
my blade!
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, that's right, I was supposed to change Kaiden's armor, wasn't I? Need to find a bit more, give him a bit more defence. Well, he's got plenty of defence.
Aye! Up you
Something with a smaller breastplate.
give up!
I could just stop in the middle of combat, standing underneath the dragon, drink a potion, cast a defensive spell, re-equip my two-hander and keep swinging away again. I need more potions of healing.
You are dead! You will fall to our blades!
There's Ori in here as well. Everybody getting stuck into this dragon.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, Ori's clearly run out of arrows. Right, I need to give us some even arrows. Elder Dragon, come on, take it down.
You have a death wish? Die! By the gods that
Nearly got
hurt
it. Sweet. Whew.
That's the spirit guardian. Quite literally, I suppose.
Will be in a minute. Once I've got its soul.
Oops.
Okay, time to loot this bad boy. We're going to go for a search. Jesus, how much stuff they put? Is that is on the Elder Dragons? Oh, look at all this. Got any gold? 7,000. That's what I want. Alright, that's the looting done. Let's just give Ori some arrows.
How can I help?
I need to try some things with you.
Okay.
Nice. Right. Give the dragon there. Go find Sorine. So somewhere around here it should be Sorine Jurard, not Sorine Jurard. There we are.
Let it be a
Wow, that's a small satchel. No, I couldn't find it. Let's save us a little bit of time. Where is she?
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here.
I've never been inside an orc.
Do you think mud crabs might have taken it?
Have a look around.
I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you?
Well, I do have it, but Isran asked me to find you.
Isran? Wants me?
Yep.
No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Vampires threaten all of Skyrim and we need your help.
Vampires? Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well,
Ever been through
what are they up
Rivenspire
to?
in High Rock?
Oh,
Not so
they do have an Elder Scroll.
Lord's moors and glens.
Well, that's
aren't as
actually
welcoming.
something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
I've got all of them. I don't think you understand the gravity of this situation. Vampires have an Elder Scroll. I need to go now. No, just take your gyro.
Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been researching. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go?
Fort Dawnguard.
Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
Nice. There we go. Recruited everybody. I guess now we go back and speak to Isran. Who are you?
Tidings, honoured guest. My name is Beatrice. The raffish companion you see beside me goes by the name of Urzub. The timing of your visit is rather impeccable. Urzub has just secured a fresh skeever which we hope to prepare at the top of the hour. We welcome you to join us in the consumption of this delectable feast.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Stupendous. Have you bought your own refreshments? Regardless, this host recommends you procure a bottle from the barrel adjacent to the tent. Our most treasured guests cannot intake a freshly prepared skeever without the plenary imbibing of a cold beverage.
There's something odd about your diction, not to mention... Seriously? You don't get enough camera time that you've got to go and photobomb this. Oh, wow. Clear off. Go on. Okay.
As host to our most honoured guest, I humbly apologise for my oratory failings. I am but an erstwhile savage, who only recently gained the powers of articulation.
Something about her eyes. Was this? Oh, why set up camp here?
Why, there could be no other place. It has been chosen by serendipity herself. For I have ventured far across the river, where the rogues known as the Forsworn reside. I was once such a rogue.
Why did you leave the Forsworn?
A disagreement over refreshments led to my departure. Verily, I was not alone in my thirst, for as I ventured north, another came south. Me associate Urzub was slaving in the mines of Mocha's Go when a similar thirst afflicted him and sent him to this location. It is for that reason that I have dubbed this settlement Les Khazgur.
Les Khazgur.
Why, yes. As half the population is still orc by rule, it still classifies as a stronghold. More or less.
Oh, and what exactly do you do here?
We are troubadours, celebrators of life. We drink and feast from twilight to cockscrow, in tribute to tradition and song. Many peddlers, hunters and even forsworn will pay good coin for a warm fire, good drink and a verse from the Poetic Edda.
Tell me about the Poetic Edda.
The Poetic Edda is part of the living history of Skyrim, first passed on orally and then through the written word. From the campfires of memorable days to the taverns of forgotten nights, the poetry is passed on and added to by each generation. And while as our guest, the honour of the first verse is yours, I can fulfil this role in your stead. The choice falls onto you, humble traveller. If the gods bless and the mood strikes, then by all means feel free to recite.
Okay. Hearing I ask from the holy races, Isgramor's sons, both high and low.
Oh, an excellent rendition. You are truly a bard worthy of passing on the tradition of the Poetic Edda. Perhaps you will critique my own reciting of a similar creation verse.
I am confused. She is stuck. Mogger's Mead. I'm going to take that. The Journal, the Boreal of Lasgwen.
Of old was the age
here we
when
go.
Anu lived. No earth, no wind, no sea was there. There were no stars, no sky above, no clouds to grey the weather fair. Padme sought to give birth to life from the nothing of nowhere. Yet all Anu did was yawn and belch like a bag of empty air. Alone in the dark she shouted to silence, and silence answered her call. For it's death and emptiness who in the end is the true father of all. When Sithis spoke, the cold was warm, and gods were given birth. And when we leave this mortal coil, it's to Sithis that we return.
That was brilliant. The poetic Edda lives on.
As our most timely and honoured guest, it is not my place to disagree, nor will I deny any other flattery you wish to send my way.
I think we're going to say goodbye. Bye. Gonna meet Isran. Won't meet any more crazy people on the road. Well, it's absolutely tipping it down. I'll be glad to get out of this rain. Go and see Gunmar and Sorine have made it back. Ooh. His defense is up. Well, I'm back here. No idea where the others are. I guess I'm going to have to wait for them. Right. Do a little waiting. We'll wait until the morning. I'm ravenous and I'm parched. We can have something to eat. Right, well, what's happened to them then? I'll be back here when I get back. Well, should we try that again? Let's have a drink and something to eat. No, let's try that again. Right, that works.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now, what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before.
Oh!
And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Sorine, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Yeah, let's go have a little chat. This way to go upstairs, isn't it?
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in the Mama crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
What are you doing here?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please, just listen before your friend here loses his patience. It's about me and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about the scroll?
The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured out this part already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What sort of prophecy?
It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun, have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
What's all this got to do with the Dawnguard?
I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot to enslave the rest of the world. Was I wrong?
No, you're right. We just have to convince the others that you're on our side.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
Speak to Mr. Happy.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Seriously, Lissa. Are you going to bomb it again? Photobomb again? Because we're going to need her help.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that?
Why else would she risk her life to come here?
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care.
You and I
It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible.
I really enjoyed
Got it. You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
Well, who can?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Where would a Moth Priest actually go?
Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go to for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. I'd come with you, but I don't know if I can trust your friend. Let me know if you want me along.
So she's not going to join the group then? Who does she not trust? Where's Ori got to?
If you want me to come along, it has to just be me and you.
Oh wow, okay. See you later. I'm not going to completely reform my party. But, Torturer's notes. Started ancient power. Oh, great. Find the ancient vampire hands, head, feet, ribcage, leg. Oh, no. The subject has revealed under torture the whereabouts of 5 relics the vampires believe can imbue their kind with additional abilities, making them particularly destructive to mortals. These relics are said to be the remains of ancient vampires with rituals intended to utilize ancient blood to enhance vampiric abilities planned. It is well known that the vampiric bloodlines convey a vast variety of supernatural abilities. Similarly, vampires have always believed that the most ancient of those bloodlines convey more power than younger bloodlines. Our records show numerous wars between vampire clans that ended with the victors consuming quite literally the defeated. Some were even waged for this express purpose. It is difficult to determine whether the victorious clans truly grew stronger from the cannibalism. However, if there's any chance these remains do contain the capacity for the enhancement of vampiric abilities, it is in the best interest of mankind that they be obtained by any means possible and subsequently destroyed. Stendhal willing, placing them into the fire at his beacon will be sufficient to destroy them. Otherwise, we're going to need to dig a really deep hole. Per the subject, the remains and their whereabouts are as followed. Mummified vampiric arm, hand attached in the keeping of a small clan at Broken Fang Cave. Mummified hands recently unearthed in a partially collapsed room west of Rorikstead. Mummified head in the possession of the clan at Bloodlet Throne, believed to be linked to Falkreath's Jarl or his ancestors. Mummified ribcage, worshipped and maintained by a clan operating at a den in the vicinity of Clearpine Pond in the hills above Dragonbridge. Mummified vampiric leg possessed by a clan operating somewhere within Hallmarch.
No, I tried to.
So the mummified ribcage, worship maintained by a clan operating at den. Okay.
So,
we're not doing that today.
Priest in Skyrim.
We are not doing any more today.
Bound to attract attention.
Well, we can go and find a moth priest in the next episode. I think we're doing enough for one day. As usual, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hang on. Photo mode, it's always fun. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you give my video a like. If you don't subscribe to my channel, why not consider subscribing? I look forward to seeing you next episode. Until then, look after yourselves and take care. See you soon. Bye bye.